We continue our Universal Orlando Marry Kill as we take on part 2 of our listeners submitted things. You are listening to episode 418 of the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. We're taking a week off from doing normal stuff and just having a dick around, basically.
Okay.
I am your host, Lee. Joining me is Tracy.
Hello.
That voice you heard there, I'll introduce in a second because he's not normally here. Chris is here.
Hey, what's up?
Darren is still doing work stuff. He should be back next week.
Mm-hmm.
And that voice you heard there is Sam from Huddersfield. It's Mr. Sam Naj. Hey up, lad.
How do?
Glad to have you aboard, Sam.
Thank you. Good to be here.
I hope you're ready for some ridiculous shenanigans.
Just had some ridiculous shenanigans.
He has had.
So I think that was a
Can't be any
warm-up.
worse, can it? So,
Oh, don't say that,
I
Sam.
like to keep
Seriously,
this-
don't say that.
This is the main show. We like to keep this a bit more professional. So moving
Hope
forward,
so.
as we did last time, we substituted the word bleep for Shrek last time. I thought, since though we're all missing Halloween Horror Nights a little bit, that it won't be going ahead this year. We would substitute the word bleep for Jack.
That works rather well.
So welcome to our episode of Jack, Marry, Kill. So the plan was that this whole episode should have been one episode last time, but I think we kind of went off on a tangent and took far too long answering the question because we took it kind of literally. So we ended up with still a lot.
I don't understand how else you can take it.
That's what she said.
Yes. I was waiting for that.
especially when Lee's opening up with bleep as well.
So anyway, we've still got a ton to get to, so we will move on. Obviously, the idea is which one would you jack, which one would you marry, and which one would you kill. And for those listening,
Visuals, oh my God.
it's if it's an attraction, it'd be which one would you be happy just to ride once, which one would you want to ride all the time, and which one you're not bothered about and get rid of.
Oh my God, it gets
That's
worse.
it. It doesn't get worse. I don't understand how that's
You're
literally
not in my head.
just. I don't want to be in your head, do you?
Is it the same definitions if it's a person as well? Who would you want to ride once? Who would you want to ride?
Exactly, that's where I am.
I literally just said I like to keep the show a little more professional than the Producers Club, and
What
it's already
a load
gone.
of crap.
Anyway, moving on. The first one comes from Kieran the Knobhead
Oh
Elliot.
God, brace yourselves.
No, I deleted the two that he sent
That's
previously.
what
There was
she
not
said.
a hope in hell that we were getting answering. So anyway,
We'll answer those privately when we have beers, Kieran.
we will go in the order of Chris, Sam, Tracy, me.
Okay.
His first three things are Halloween Horror Nights 25,
Uh-huh.
Halloween Horror Nights 28,
Okay.
and Halloween Horror Nights 29.
Ooh.
I'm going to have to do some research on 28 at this point. Just quickly.
28 was the first year of Stranger Things. wasn't it?
Poltergeist.
And it had,
Okay.
Stranger Things.
what's it called?
Trick or Treat. Carnival
Treat, yeah.
Graveyard.
So I would marry 25.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I liked both 20 and 29. I would probably. No, you know what? I would jack 28 and what is it? Kill 29, I guess.
What?
Wait, were we? Oh,
Chris, are you kidding me?
dude. Okay, I forgot that was last year.
That was
Years
last
don't
year.
make- they don't make sense anymore, Lee. So
I know.
it's 2020, my friend.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of slack. No, I would not kill 29. Absolutely not, because that was an amazing year that we had our RIP tour. We hung out. It was phenomenal. So for the experiences that we had that year, you know what? I would marry 29 because of all the other things, not just Horror Nights. But my 29 I would marry. I would kill 28 and jack 25 there.
So, unlike Chris, I don't feel pressured into sucking up to yourself.
Good.
Don't
He
know, suck
shouldn't.
it was probably the right word to use in this. Moving on. So, I think for me, going to kill 25.
What?
Ooh,
I know. I think
makes me feel good.
It
just
sounds
to hear Lee
amazing,
react.
but I never went to the event. Our first event was 27.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. Kill what I don't know.
Exactly.
Marry 28. We got the frequent fear past that year. So kind of in 27 we went once, and then in 28 I think we went 4 or 5 times.
Nice.
You know, it was just amazing, especially in September when the crowds weren't too crazy. absolutely amazing. And then 29 from the videos I've seen online, again, seemed like a solid year. Really, really disappointed not to be there. So I think I will jack 29 just to experience it once.
Fair enough.
I'm with Chris.
You're going to marry 29.
Marry 29, jack 25, kill 28.
Okay.
Yeah, it's no-brainer.
I would be interested to find Darren's take on this if he was here, actually. I completely agree with Tracy and Chris on this. I love 25. 25 was an amazing year, but I think it had its highs and it had its lows. Like, the top 3 houses were phenomenal. The middle was solid, but the bottom 3 were garbage. 29, on the other hand, he was far above everything else. Everything else...
Clowns! Oh my God! I was so happy.
It was such a good year. Even Chris talked about the experience. Yes, the experience was... It was literally life-changing for me, to be honest. But just taking the events, 29, without a doubt, was the best year. So I will jack 25, I will kill 28, and I will marry 29. This is an interesting one from Kieran, actually, because it goes against our rapid fire. But anyway, the globe, the lighthouse,
Kieran,
or the dragon.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Kieran,
you knobhead.
It's all right. We will be seeing him in person. In fact, I might be seeing him in the next couple of days. I'll give him a bloody good slap.
Oh. I think you might have to edit out 5 minutes of silence.
It is a tough one, actually.
I feel a bit sick over this one.
I know which one I'd marry, without a doubt.
I think that might be the one that I'm going to kill off. So, I think I'm going to marry the globe as per the rapid fire. I think just everything about it's so iconic.
Yeah.
I think, when you get there on your first day, you're taking all the pictures and just, something about seeing it that makes you think you're home. I'm going to jack the dragon.
We really picked a bad word there.
That's it. The things that you're into, But yeah, I think with the fire, just
make it interesting.
It really brings together Diagon Alley. So got to see that one more time.
Yeah.
And the lighthouse, as much as I love it, and the music and just everything about Port of Entry in that area, I'm gonna have to kill it off, I'm afraid.
Wow. It is. It's kind of one of those things that you don't want to get rid of any of them, but you've obviously got to by a process of elimination.
Shoot from the hip. Marry the lighthouse.
Thank you.
Jack the dragon. Kill the globe.
There's a lot of people going, what?
I don't care. I'm always right.
I am going to align with Sam. I'm going to jack the dragons, because I would love to just...
That's going to be one happy dragon.
get that one last hoorah. Yeah, I'm going to marry the globe because it's the globe, right? It's been there. It's the thing. And I don't want to kill the lighthouse, but I have to because you're forcing me to pick something. So that's my answer.
It's not Kieran's fault.
No, Kieran.
I am going to align with Tracy.
Right.
I've realised now why I like... Well, I love the lighthouse. I've said many, many times why. Because it has... For me, it's not just an awesome icon, but it literally affects the whole of City Walk.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it from everywhere around the resort. But I think I've realised why, and it's Sam that's brought it to my attention. He said, it's the first park you went to, it's the thing you see first. It wasn't. Islands of Adventure was the first park we went to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably a big part of it.
Yeah.
So I will marry the lighthouse.
I was going to say, is there a particular reason you went to Islands over Studios the first time?
I don't know, actually. I think, honestly, it was probably down to the busy days guide. Because we did 2 days. We did... no, actually, we did Islands on the Thursday and we did Universal on the Friday, and it was probably because the Friday... No, that doesn't make sense.
How do you remember a Thursday and a Friday in 2004? I don't even remember Thursday and Friday of last week.
Because we went to Halloween Horror Nights on the Friday night. I was going to say because we were in the studios, but it was over both parks and we had to go into Islands. I don't know why. Probably the busy days guide in the Brits guide at the time will have probably gone. Thursday was probably a quieter day for the Islands, and studios was probably quieter on the Friday. It would probably come down to just something as simple as that.
Mm.
And going off topic a little bit more, can you remember what your first ride was?
Hulk.
Hulk.
Because
original Hulk.
We had bum bags or fanny packs for you Americans on, and Tracy's plastic clasp broke while we were in the queue waiting. The days when you could ride a roller coaster with a bum bag on.
Yep.
Proper British tourists, by the way. But we were allowed to take them on the rides. So we never took a backpack or anything. You just had all your shoved in a fanny pack and away you went. And hers broke. So I had to shove all of her crap into mine, bin it, and then we went and got you a mummy one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have a very good memory when it comes to my theme park trips.
Do you still have that mummy one?
No, I think we actually gave it away as a prize for something.
We did.
But anyway, yeah, I would marry the lighthouse. I would...
Jack.
The dragon and kill the globe. Although, even though I don't think I've seen the dragon breathe fire for at least the last 2 trips, I don't even remember seeing it in 2000.
It has, because I've got photographs of it, because I stood for ages.
When? I don't remember seeing it when we were over the weekend last year.
No, I didn't say last year, but
then
we've
there we
seen
go.
it.
The last 2 trips, we have not seen it.
No.
So anyway, there you go. So moving on, the next one up is from Chuck Schaller.
Hello, Chuck.
Good friend of the show, Chuck. And he says, I went overboard and kind of off the wall, but enjoy.
And I'm going first here, aren't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's split them into... He's actually split them into specific categories.
Okay.
Each one has a title.
Okay.
It's not just a thing to pick from. Okay. So the first one is food.
Right.
Mythos.
Uh-huh.
Fast Food Boulevard.
Uh-huh.
Finnegan's.
Oh. Well, going on the rules of haven't eaten there, I'm going to kill Finnegan's. Don't think I've had anything there apart from a soda.
I had a sleep in there in February.
Yeah, you did. So I am going to marry Fast Food Boulevard because options.
Yeah.
Jack Mythos, because I'm married to you and you wouldn't pay for it. And
We've been twice.
yeah, but I couldn't go there regular.
Annual pass holders now, do we get discounts?
You still have to flame and pay.
It's not that expensive.
Anyway.
Fancy.
I know.
I want that
Yeah, and I'm killing Finnegan's.
cheese toasty tomato soup thing from
Well, you
there.
can talk about it when you get to your turn.
Oh, I 100% agree with Trace. Kill Finnegan's. I don't know if I've had sheltered adulthood or not, but I've never stepped foot in it. So as much as I hear good things, yeah, it doesn't appeal to me that much. Marry Fast Food Boulevard, the rib witch especially, but just everything. The food, just the atmosphere, everything's great. And then Mythos again, being a Northerner, bit tight, but I'm sure we can push the bar out and go once.
This one's easy for me.
Oh, I'm surprised. I thought this would be a tough one for you, actually.
Oh.
Only one part of it, but I'm marrying Finnegan's.
Of course you are.
Of course, you are. Darren would say the same.
Yeah, there's no trip complete without me going to go visit Jan at the bar to get a drink.
Do we need to do
Plus,
that?
we've eaten there before, and the food is pretty solid. The soda bread rocks, and we've had a bunch of different things there, burgers, things like that, and they're all delicious.
God.
So marrying that, and I am going to. I want to jack Fast Food Boulevard, but I would jack Mythos and kill Fast Food. And let me just clarify. I prefer the food at Fast Food Boulevard over Mythos. They have more variety of things that I want to be bad and eat, right?
Yeah.
I know where you're going.
But the interior and the views and just the ambiance of Mythos kind of made me want to just jack it real quick before I had to kill something else.
For a fancy one night stand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm jacking Mythos.
If you're going to do it in style.
Exactly.
Uh-oh, Lee's having a dilemma now.
No, it's just made me think things.
That's it now.
That giant statue in the front, is that what you're thinking about?
No, I would marry Fast Food Boulevard just purely because it's got so many options and the food is really good. I can't believe I haven't had a chicken and waffle sandwich for 5 years at this point because I adore that thing. I adore that thing that much that I make them at home, even with the maple mayo. Never been to Finnegan's. I really want to. We did. We got a table at 25 and no one was hungry, so we got kicked out. Horror Nights 25, that is. And I've been to Mythos twice, and I like it. The food's not great, but the restaurant itself is stunning.
Yeah.
So by a process of elimination, I'm going to have to say if I was going to have eaten Finnegan's, if I was that bothered, I would have done by now.
You never eat when we go abroad.
So I'm going to Jack Mythos and kill Finnegan's.
So sad.
Chuck's next one is Halloween Horror Night Icons.
Huh.
The director,
Yeah.
the usher,
Uh-huh.
and Jack.
Oh, write this
No,
down.
Jesus wasn't one of them. I don't think he was a Horror Night icon either.
No, I don't think so.
Not yet.
So we said director, usher,
Jack.
and Jack. So Jack, I'm gonna marry him for sure. That's my life partner there.
Alexa, I do apologize for your...
Well, it's I
Boyfriend.
get the hall pass the way Tracy gets it with the Grinch
And you're choosing Jack?
as my married partner. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'd probably, I'm gonna go with jacking the director and killing the usher.
Okay.
All really good,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just kind of thinking back as much as I can remember because I don't have that memory you have, Lee. But
Not just me.
well, I remember a little bit more of the director than I do the usher. Like,
Okay.
still a cool character and all that, but I kind of like the creepiness of the director more.
So I don't know much about any of these, to be honest. So I have just had to Google them and have a look. So I'm just going to go on kind of the creepiest. So for me, looking at the pictures, I think Jack is the creepiest, therefore the best, and therefore going to marry him. Then we're going to Jack, the director. Again, a bit creepy, but yeah, I could put up with him. And then therefore the usher, we are going to bin off.
How British was that? Oh, we're going to bin him off.
Jack, Mary, Finn.
But I'm marrying Jack because he's the clown that stopped me from being scared of clowns, ironically.
Yeah, I'm not getting that vibe, I'm afraid.
I am jacking the usher. And there may actually be an affair there as well. And I'm killing the director because it was all right. Usher was awesome.
The usher was awesome. That's why I'm
You're
marrying
marrying,
the
yes.
usher, because that memory at Horror Nights 25 is one of the best memories I've had of being at Horror Nights. To get a personal
yes.
show with Jade, it was absolutely brilliant. It really was. And the fact that he recognised it 2 days later when we rocked back up as well was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But I loved that whole set piece better than any of the others. I like Jack, but he doesn't... I know he's like the icon of Halloween Horror Nights, but... And sorry if you're listening. I don't know why. It's just Jack. So I would Jack though.
Yeah, Jack.
Isn't that The Incredibles?
Yeah.
And kill the director, because the director, the only reference I have was that little set piece in Icon Alley, and it didn't really do it for me. So, yep, I'll marry the usher, Jack, and kill the director. Okay, moving on. We are on to islands. Marvel Superhero Island, Hogsmeade, Zeus Landing.
So I think kill off Zeus.
Oh,
Very traced.
Oh, shots fired.
I know.
Oh,
I actually mean to go on.
hurts.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just not Marvel or Hogsmeade. So yeah, again, as our son grows up, maybe we'll spend more time there. But if I'm being honest, it's kind of something we just walk through more often than not. So let's say it's not bad, but it's definitely not the other two. I think I'm going to Jack Hogsmeade. Again, when we ride Hagrid's, maybe that'll change. I think it looks superb,
It is.
but I just need to marry Marvel. I think when I think back to my childhood memories and Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and now kind of riding the Hulk, albeit I'm getting a bit of a wimp and I can only kind of ride it once or twice before I start to feel a
I
bit
know that
sick.
feeling.
Yeah,
Welcome to older age.
Yes.
absolutely. But yeah, I just think in terms of memories and just as soon as kind of our normal thing to do is the day we land, we'll check in and then we'll head straight to Islands. Normally, because it's open slightly later with Halloween Horror Nights going on in Universal Studios, but the first ride we'll do is the Hulk, and then we're going to Spider-Man, and that's like, yes, we're back. So I don't think I could give that up. So definitely going to marry.
Fair enough.
I am marrying Hogsmeade because it's a good all-rounder and it'll sustain me for years. I am jacking Zeus landing. I hasten to add, because that'd just be weird.
Well, he's dead for a start.
Well,
so,
exactly.
yeah.
That's why it'd be weird. Yeah, I'm jacking Zeus landing because, he could have too much of a good thing. And I'm killing Marvel.
Okay.
So, yeah, because there's only one ride that I'd do in there.
Chris.
This is a little bit harder one.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I didn't.
All this Jack talk. I am going to marry Hogsmeade just because, like Tracy said, like all around, just kind of a fun environment to be at, and they also have Hagrid's, which is one of my favorite rides right now. So I'm marrying Hogsmeade. And I am going to have to kill Seuss Landing and Jack Marvel. Yep, that's my pick. Seuss, I don't want to kill them. Love me some Grinch. I love me the Grinch show. I love the Who's. Love all that. But I would prefer to, at least, if I had to pick between doing one or the other, I'd have to do Marvel once more. So,
Fair
sorry,
enough.
Tracy.
My marry's easy. I'd marry Hogsmeade.
Yeah.
I love Hogsmeade. There's an episode yet to be released where we'll discuss Hogsmeade in depth. I love Hogsmeade. If you talk about Orlando overall, you've got two of the best rides in Orlando, not even at that park. Plenty of food options, plenty of drink options, plenty to do. Just, I love the ambience of Hogsmeade, just sitting and enjoying it, especially on a night. You've got the Castle Projection Show. There's so much going on. There is only one ride I generally ride in Marvel Superhero Island. I haven't been on the Hulk for a long, long time. Food options are crap. There's not enough. We don't actually spend an awful lot of time in Marvel.
No.
Yet Zeus, I can pretty much ride everything in there without making me ill. The tots at Green Eggs and Ham are pretty decent. Some good food and drink and plenty to do. It's our favourite bathroom in there. Well, one of. I think I'm going to
Any first-time listeners hearing that one of your favourite bathrooms is there, and that's the reason why.
Hey, we like it so much, I've got it tattooed on my arm.
It's Chris's favourite episode. Bathrooms, top 5 bathrooms, by the way. That's why you wanted
It
to
really
do
is.
I am going to kill Marvel Superhero Island, and I am going to jack Zeus Landing, I think. Yeah, I think I've surprised myself there, to be honest. Okay, we will take a quick ad break.
Have you taken a stroll down Diagon Alley and visited Gringotts Bank? Taken a ride through New York with Jimmy Fallon? Visited the Truffula Trees in Seuss Landing or hung out with a real-life Transformer? No? Then what are you waiting for? At Universal Orlando Resort, there truly is an option for everyone. Or if you're leaning a little more towards pixie dust rather than wands and potions, Disney destinations around the globe await your arrival. No matter the adventure, our sponsors have you covered. Be sure to let the experts at Mouse & Muggle Travel Company take care of all your travel needs, earning the distinction of being an earmarked agency specializing in Disney destinations, as well as becoming one of the first to be named a U Preferred agency with Universal Parks and Resorts Vacations. Mouse & Muggle Travel Company will ensure you receive top-rated customer service. Just visit mouseandmuggle.com to fill out a no-obligation quote request, or send your request to info@mouseandmuggle.com. Their team can take care of you no matter where in the world you want to go. With a flick of their wand and a little bit of pixie dust, the process would be so seamless, some might even say it's simply magical.
Okay, moving on. The next one is titled Music Shows. The Blues Brothers, Celestina Warbeck and the Banshees, and Marilyn Monroe.
So we got Blues Brothers, Celestina, and what was the last one?
Marilyn Monroe.
So I'm going to kill Monroe. And I am going to marry the Blues Brothers and Jack Warbeck. And that's because I like the performance better of Blues Brothers. I don't know why. Like, I know Celestina is a great show and all that, but it just doesn't do it for me. Like, I'll watch it, but it's like, I can skip it. I can skip Blues Brothers too, but I'd rather watch that more than Celestina. And the Monroe show, I mean, it's all right, but I can kill her. It's fine.
Yeah, I agree with Chris. The Marilyn Monroe, I think even if we see it out, we don't stop. We just carry on walking. Just doesn't appeal to us whatsoever. We haven't even watched it once. Got to marry the Blues Brothers. Just everything about that. Kind of the Blues Brothers now is something we listen to all the time at home. You know, we've watched the films multiple times, and all that's because of seeing it at Universal Studios. So yeah, whenever we're there, we make sure we watch the show, and then therefore leave Celestina to Jack. Again, if we see her in passing, we might stop for a little bit. You know, it's no Blues Brothers, but why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. Marry the Blues Brothers, Jack Celestina, and kill Marilyn. And Blues Brothers, it's a nostalgia thing, isn't it? You know, it's all part of our childhoods and what have you. There's more of a history with the Blues Brothers, and I want to dance to the Blues Brothers, and I don't want to dance to Celestina. So yeah, and Marilyn, I don't think we've ever seen. I'm not that bothered.
Have you three all picked the same then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll make it 4 then. Marilyn Monroe, I've seen it on Rick's bloody videos because I think he has a bit of a thing for her. He always films it, but it just, doesn't do anything for me. I love, again, that Universal took something out of the books and made an actual performance out of something you've never even seen in the films or anything like that with Celestina. It's good. I like it. I do want to watch more of the shows in Diagon Alley because we haven't really. I think we've seen her once and we've seen The Fountain of Fair Fortune once, and that's it.
Yeah.
The Blues Brothers is awesome, which, again, we haven't actually seen the Blues Brothers for a long time properly either.
We caught briefly.
We've never actually gone with the specific purpose of sitting and watching the Blues Brothers show probably for 11 years at this point.
But the thing is, because you've got that history, you go and you know the words of songs, whereas somebody new going in, you've got chance of knowing the Blues Brothers words.
And I think that makes a big difference,
and you can't
doesn't
sing
it?
along.
Yes, that makes a big difference, actually. So yeah, I will kill Marilyn, I will Jack Celestina, and I will marry the Blues Brothers. It helps that we know a couple of them as well. Right, the next one he has titled Sit and Screen. Shrek 4D. Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem, and A Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon.
Okay.
This is going to be a tough one for Sam, but not in the way most of the others are.
For all the wrong reasons. I think I'm going to have to marry Despicable Me. Again, I think removing the 3D glasses was a big mistake. I understand, some of the reasons why they might have done it. And I think if they hadn't done it already, they probably would have done it by now.
True.
With everything going on. But still, it's not bad. I know you guys haven't done it for a while, but, early park entry, if it's there, we'll go. I think I'm going to Jack Shrek. I don't know if you remember, but I put a post on probably a couple of years ago on the Producers Club saying that the only reason we'd gone into Universal Studios was purely just to do Shrek, and then we came out.
What?
And that post went down very well. Yeah, we were just waiting for a table at NBC, I think. So it was like, what's got the lowest weight in the park?
Fair dues.
Right, let's go do Shrek.
Look, I'd pluck my eyeballs out before going and watching that.
I think if you only do it every few years, it's not that bad.
Again, that's another one we haven't done for 11 years.
And then Race Through New York. I think last time we did the attraction, we literally just did the queue, which is amazing, and then came out. So I think any ride where you do the queue and then don't actually want to ride the ride deserves to be killed off.
The fact that they even brought a ticket out not long after it first opened that allowed you to go through the queue and skip the ride, I thought was quite interesting.
Yeah.
I can't understand. Why wouldn't you want to ride it? I am so marrying Fallon for a multitude of reasons. So, yes, I love that. Pre-show ride, love it. I am... Can I not just be a serial killer and kill them both?
No.
God damn it. I am killing Despicable Me, because they killed off a far superior ride. Much preferred Jimmy Neutron. And I am jacking Shrek because it's a one-off. And I actually would like to see the pre-show again. See if I could do the pre-show and avoid the ride. Brilliant. Because that pre-show is quite funny.
That's interesting, Chris, because Tracy wasn't on our top 5 pre-shows episodes, and that was in there, wasn't it? I can't remember who had it. Was it Shakira had it?
So yeah, I'm going to jack Shrek in the swamp.
Yes. This one is pretty easy for me. So I'm going to kill Shrek. I'm going to jack Minion, and I'm going to marry Race to New York. The reason why is because, yes, the pre-show at Shrek is great, but as an overall ride, I prefer Minions. I also think it's kind of funny. I get the mom jokes from that. So, but I'm marrying Race to New York because, that ride doesn't get enough love. If you include everything in there, including the pre-show and the ragtime gals and everything, it has a lot of rideability in there. We hung out there that one time just watching them for a while.
We did. That was awesome.
I'd just like to point out, I am literally marrying that ride because I am engaged to #the panda. This is official.
Oh, there you go. Cheating on the Grinch, but okay.
Polyamory.
What about me here?
Oh, no.
Chris goes, cheating on the Grinch.
Yeah. Because, everyone likes a Grinch.
Yeah, so that's kind of my pick there.
Interesting. The marry's easy. Race to New York, starring Jimmy Fallon. I don't get the hate for that. Just the ride. Even if we were just going on purely the ride portion of it, the screen-based ride of it, I would still pick Fallon over it because I like it.
It was was this screen only or was it everything involved?
It just says sit and screen, but whatever. We'll class the whole. If you didn't mean it that way, tough. That's the way we're taking it.
I keep my thing the same if it's screen only, but
yeah, same.
I think we've said it before. How much you enjoy Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon is how much you like Jimmy Fallon. If you don't like Jimmy Fallon, then of course it's going to annoy the life out of you. I love Jimmy Fallon. I think he's hilarious. So I like it a lot, actually. Throw in #the panda and the ragtime gals, and it's actually really good overall attraction. I like it a lot, actually. A lot more than a lot of people do. A lot of people say, I think I posted something on Instagram recently, like a picture of the Jimmy Fallon logo, and like, hey, you're a fan of it, and like, it's better than Fast and Furious, but that's not saying much. I actually think it's...
See, I love the ragtime girls. I think they're absolutely amazing.
I'm going to jack Shrek purely because of the pre-show.
Yeah.
Because Minions
that is a good one.
It's just bland. Like, we've only done it once.
Put it this way, even the kids didn't want to do it again.
You talking about Minion?
Yeah. And that was when it was still in 3D. It just didn't. And I love Despicable Me. The Minions make me...
Yeah.
If there's one bit during cinematic... I don't even think they're in it now, but it used whatever was the one before.
Yeah.
Spectacular. When you hear the Minions giggling, it just put a smile on my face wherever I am. I love Minions, but it's just... It's a really bland attraction.
Yeah. It's just the hydraulic press in the Shrek ride kills me every time.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even hear the screen over how much that,
Oh, God. Yeah, I wish they'd do something else with it. Just make it a U-rest area. Next up, we've got Water Ride Hell. Ripsaw Falls, River Adventure, or Popeye and Bluto's Bill Trap Badges.
Oh.
It's actually a tough one.
Yeah. Because my initial reaction was, water rides, kill them all. But actually, no. I can't even decide which one I'm going to jack and which one I'm going to marry.
Oh, the marry one's easy.
It's not. I am going to... Oh, good Lord. I am going to die because I can't... Oh, my God.
Would you like me to jump in and do mine first?
Yes.
Okay. This one's super easy for me.
It's not.
It really is.
I am going to marry Bill Drat. I am going to jack Jurassic Park. And I'm going to kill Ripsaw Falls. And the light reasoning for that is not a huge fan of Ripsaw Falls. You get unnecessarily wet in like weird water. even though they're all the same, but just hear me out. The humidity in the line to get to the ride is
it's horrendous.
It's really bad, right? Like it's probably one of the worst queues, even though it could be good because like they themed it out inside nicely, but it just for some reason feels like it should be condemned. Jurassic Park, I'm going to Jack Jurassic Park because I like going through it. I don't always go through it, but it's a fun ride. And Bilge Rat, I'm marrying because it's a ride that I really enjoy. I love those circular raft rides. Obviously, I only ride these rides when I go into the park with like a bathing suit during the summertime or something. I'm not a person that gets wet and can stay in the park.
I'm totally picturing you in a bikini now.
Well, I know he said bathing suit. What does a male bathing suit equate to?
Swim trunks? Sorry.
A mankini.
No Americans on here. Swim trunks. Does that work out for you?
Just swim shorts.
Like them budgie smugglers.
Speedos,
I didn't want to get to that, but yes, my tight Speedos. All right. Yeah, and I just love that ride because it's a lot of fun, and it's like one of the few rides that I can ride something. Like when I take my parents when they've gone with us over there, my dad can't ride anything because he gets like sick on a merry-go-round.
Fair enough.
And it's one of the few rides that he can ride, so I enjoy bringing him onto that.
Are you ready to go, or can I move on to Sam now?
Please move on to Sam.
Sure. So for me, marry Jurassic Park. I think this is the one ride where if they announced it was closing, it'd be something I'd have to fly out for and do again.
Wow.
I absolutely love it. I mean, I love Jurassic Park. I love the theme tune, just everything about it. I must admit, it also frustrated me the most when we were last out there in 2018, and it was in such a state.
Yes.
Like, I've alluded to earlier on, when the dinosaur's neck is like at a 90-degree angle, it's just not doing it. And because of that, I'm probably quite happy with the Jurassic World makeover if it ever does come our way.
I hope so.
But yeah, marry that. Jack Popeye, absolutely love that ride as well. It's just not Jurassic Park. And then kill off Ripsaw. It shouldn't annoy me when I'm on a water ride and I'm already drenched, but those people at the end of the ride that squirt you.
Ooh, sorry about that, man.
Yeah, I know.
I've spent way too much money on that.
And I want to do it. I've never done it before. I want to squirt the people. I just don't want to be squirted. So therefore, I'm going to kill it off.
And it costs money and we're northern.
There is that.
I know I'm killing now. I'm killing Ripsaw Falls. Even though I really, really, really love that drop at the end. But that's the best bit of it. Oh, it's killing me who I'm marrying, who I'm jacking.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking. I am marrying Jurassic Park.
Wow.
Because I like it and it's a nice little tranquil boat ride and it's lots of greenery and you feel like you're stepping away from the parks and then you have a good drop.
She hasn't been on it for 5 years.
I don't do water rides.
I'm not even sure whether you went on it then. I think I took the kids
you
on it.
You didn't? Because I was ill. I had pneumonia.
2015. You didn't?
I had a chest since I had pneumonia, I always have chest infections now. Yeah, so I'm jacking Popeye and Bluto.
Jesus Christ.
On the Bilge Rat barges.
Well, the Murray one's super easy for me.
Good for you.
I love Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Rat barges. It is the water ride at Universal Orlando that we have ridden the most. We've literally done it and not got off and done it again and not got off and done it again and not got off and done it again.
And I must admit though, there is a place to take your shoes off even though you're not supposed to
and
put
it's
them keep dry.
Hilarious. Yeah. Because like Chris kind of said, the fact that there's you pre-COVID-19 and a round what do you call it? A vehicle? It isn't. Whatever it is, ride. Whatever it is.
It's a Bilge Rat
There's nothing funnier than watching the person going backwards down the drops, just waiting for that big deluge of water to come over the top of them, or if it's you and everyone else is themselves at you because you know it's coming and you're just waiting for it. It's hilarious.
It's ride.
Such a good group experience that if you get the right group of strangers on it together with you, you have such a laugh.
Oh yeah. And everybody's talking to each other. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Now, I was going to jack Ripsaw Falls, but yeah, the thing about it is it's literally all about that drop.
Mm.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to suffer so much to get to it.
Yeah.
Well, we know now that it's not really what it should be.
It's kind of boring up until that point. So yeah, I think I'm going to kill Ripsaw and marry Jurassic Park. Jack River Adventure. I'm going to leave his next one till last because I think it's an interesting one, or last of his. I'm going to pick my favourite rides is his title, and that's Forbidden Journey, the Hulk, and Hagrid's.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to marry Hagrid's because, like I said, it's my favorite ride at the moment. And I can literally ride that ride over and over again because it's freaking awesome. I guess I'll have to jack Forbidden and kill Hulk, as much as I love riding the Hulk. But Forbidden obviously has, a lot more elements to it and story. And it's a lot more of a fun ride to do, I guess. I could do that one over and over again. So, yeah, Hulk, unfortunately, I have to kill off. Sorry, Hulk.
Sam's going to go the
It's
opposite
like
direction.
a band-aid or a plaster. Just get the bad one off to start with. And I know the majority of people aren't going to agree with me. I know you're not going to agree with me, Lee. But I'm going to kill off Forbidden Journey.
Shots fired.
I think it's okay, but I think it's completely overrated.
What?
Wow, I'm deaf now.
Never
Jesus.
say that. Wow.
Completely, yeah. And the fact the first time or two that I rode it, I felt sick, probably didn't help.
No, it does. It
but
is.
just ever since, I think, I ride it and I get off and I think that was okay. Just never amazed by it. And again, I know everybody's going to be kind of screaming at the podcast now, saying I'm completely wrong, and that's fine. I can take it.
Good, you're going to have to.
Yeah. I'm going to jack Hulk, because as much as I love it, I just think Hagrid's, when I do finally ride it, it's going to be such an amazing ride, and one that you can ride over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, marry Hagrid's.
Marry Hagrid. Jack Forbidden Journey. The Hulk kills me, so I'm getting in there first and killing him.
She doesn't know that the Hulk kills her because, again, she hasn't ridden it for 11 years. There's a lot of things you haven't ridden for 11 years. What do you ride when we go over there? The bar stool.
I was going to say the bar stool, the food courts.
Yeah, this one's super
Oh, how did he
easy.
said something else there? That was nope.
For pretty much the same thing as everyone else. Hagrid's is amazing, and when I haven't just got off a 9-hour flight and had a voodoo donut and ridden Forbidden Journey and then went and waited 20 minutes in line, Hagrid doesn't make me ill. Forbidden Journey does make me ill now, which is why I would jack it. And the Hulk, I have not ridden it for 7 years. 2013, I think, was the last time I went on it. So it's been a long time since I've been on the Hulk. So, yeah, I'm going to kill the Hulk. I am going to marry Hagrid's and jack Forbidden Journey. Okay, his last one is entitled Improbable But Possible Items.
Okay.
So, attend every Halloween Horror Night for a season.
Okay.
Help create a Halloween Horror Nights house.
Okay.
Or be the first to ride every ride at Epic Universe.
So, based on the fact clearly nobody likes my opinions, I might as well kill off the creation of HHN houses, because, it's going to be the worst house ever by the sounds of my ideas. So, let's kill that one off straight away. I'm going to jack every night of HHN, because I absolutely love it. But if you're doing it once, but you're doing it every night, to me, it makes sense. I can get everything for one there. And then I think it'd be amazing to ride every ride in Epic for the first time. So, yeah, let's marry that one.
Okay.
I am marrying every night of HHN. I am jacking first ride of everything at Epic Universe, because you can only do it first time once. So if I'm jacking it, you can only do it once. And then I'm creating a house because I'm lazy.
Okay. I'm a little shocked at all your answers so far.
Ooh.
So I'm going to attend every night of Halloween Horror Nights for a season, because I feel like, if I had to rank how awesome that would be, yes, it would be awesome. But would it be as awesome as being the first to ride every ride at Epic Universe? I don't know. So I'm going to jack that. But I'm going to help creating Halloween Horror Nights house, not because it would be a great house, but because I would love to be part of the creation experience of doing a house. I remember seeing a video that Tracker put out last year when they dressed him up as a scare actor and went around the streets, and little behind the scenes on that. And I was all in on that. So I think it would be one of the coolest things to be part of creative and kind of go through that whole thing. So
what would you make sure was in the house?
Himself.
Me, just pictures of me when I was younger,
Oh my God.
older, sober, drunk, anything
terrifying.
you want.
I tell you
It's
what,
gonna
Alexa's
scare the hell out
gone.
of
Oh
everybody.
my God, that would be the scariest house I've ever been through in my
Be
life.
terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
This is a tough one. I'm still changing my mind. The kill one is very easy for me. Chris is going to be shocked
Oh my God, I just thought.
because
Go
I
on.
am going to kill helping to create
Oh, okay.
a Halloween Horror Nights
I'm a little
house.
surprised.
It would be cool, but I'm not that bothered. The other two would come above it for me, and it's a different perspective. I've realised why. Because, Chris, you live a kick in the arse away from the parks. So for you, the chance to do Horror Nights every night in a season is kind of doable.
Mm-hmm.
They're not saying you have to do everything.
Whereas for us, it just
Isn't that
isn't,
right?
really. I would love to. This is where I'm struggling at the moment. Which one I would... I think I'm going to... Jack, the first to ride everything at Epic Universe, because it would be awesome, but I love Halloween Horror Nights.
But
I'm not using loopholes.
it's not a loophole.
It is a loophole.
You could only,
ever do it
something-
once anyway, so
Yes,
yeah,
you could
whatever.
only
Yeah, but I'm
do
not losing it.
Have a first time once.
But I love Halloween Horror Nights that much that I was so envious of 2015 when we came over and Darren had already been to Horror Nights 10 nights that first night we've been. And it's just the ability to, like, he said that him and Nina would get a drink and just go and sit in the scare zone for like an hour
Yeah,
and
I love
watch
that
everything
idea.
going on. I would love to do that, but
It
you
gives you
always feel when
time.
you're only
Yeah.
there for a couple of days, it's all about just doing the houses.
Yeah.
Whereas if you would go every night for a whole season, you could literally see the entire event.
Mm-hmm.
So I would marry attending every night at Halloween Horror Nights for a season. Interesting. And then we're going to have to rattle through these last lot because we've probably got about the same again. Why do we take so long to debate these bloody...
Do you think we should do a part 3
I think we
did last time?
kind of... There's one I really want to get to. Right, I guess we're doing a part 3 of this thing because we've all just had a bit of a discussion then, decided that there's still quite a few left to do and we've already been...
Yeah, we do like to have
waffling around for too long as it is. So that will do it for another episode of the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Thank you, Sam, for joining us. No.
I'm going to anyway. You're going to have to come up with another
Yeah.
Oh, no, for it. Yeah, I
code
know.
name. Yeah, sorry, carry
We'll
on.
figure something out. Thank you, Sam, for joining us. It's much appreciated.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And as we've cut this one short, we will have you back for part 3.
Definitely.
So it might be 5 of us on that. So that show might even take even longer. Oh my God. This was only with 4 of us. I don't know. I imagine where we go with
It'll
5.
be awesome.
Thank you to everyone who submitted suggestions for this show and the previous one, and apparently the one we're going to do again.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get to... Who have we got? Adam, Michelle, Andy, Robert, Kenneth, and Kiki. Who we still got left. We will wrap up the show with another Universal Is, as we always do. If you want to get involved, please drop us an email to podcast@uuopodcast.com letting us know what you think Universal is in 3 words or less. And I have asked Sam to come up with one from this one. So, Sam, it is over to you.
So for me, Universal is worth the wait.
Awesome.
Oh, I like that.
See you next week.
Guess that wraps things up for another Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. You guys did all right. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest, keyword UUO Podcast. Listen and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, or anywhere podcasts are found. You can find our blog at uuopodcast.com. Send us your spews, which Lou gets your poo recordings, questions, or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Check out our friends, the Theme Park Duo, and our awesome sponsors, Mouse and Muggle Travel Company. So, until next time, don't give up your day job. Say cheese. See you later.